Lucas was sitting on the couch, staring at a bank statement that seemed to weigh heavily in his hands. Each line was a cruel reminder of accumulated debts, a salary that barely covered the month, and dreams that seemed increasingly distant. Frustration and fear of never escaping that tight situation tightened his chest. Stress was a constant companion, a shadow that had followed him since the financial crisis had hit him. But then, everything changed on an apparently ordinary day when he decided to enter a library to escape the chaos of his routine. It was there, between dusty shelves, that Lucas found a book that changed his life. The words he read opened his mind to possibilities he had never considered before. He decided that one way or another he was going to turn his life into something grand. After finding the book in the library, Lucas immersed himself in its pages. It was a practical guide on personal finance and entrepreneurship, but what impacted Lucas the most was the philosophy it taught. Anyone, no matter how deep in debt, could turn things around if they used the right strategy. Lucas decided to follow the steps outlined in the book, starting by organizing his finances. He sat down at his kitchen table, took inventory of all his debts and expenses, and outlined a strict plan to cut costs. The decision wasn't easy, but Lucas knew it was the first step to getting out of the hole he was in. He also committed to learning about investments, saving every possible penny to start investing. With his newfound knowledge, Lucas attempted his first investment. He bought some shares in a company that seemed promising. But things did not go as expected. Within a few weeks, the value of the shares plummeted, and he lost a good portion of the money he had saved. The disappointment was huge, and for a moment, he thought about giving up. But instead, he went back to the book and reread the lessons, this time with more attention. He realized that he had skipped crucial steps and ignored important concepts of risk analysis. The failure became a lesson, and Lucas committed to studying even more before trying again. After the initial failure, Lucas spent months studying finance and entrepreneurship diligently. He devoured books, articles, videos, and podcasts until he felt he had a solid foundation to try again. This time, he decided to start a small online business, selling handmade products his sister made. He created a website, invested in digital advertising, and applied everything he had learned about marketing. The response was surprising. Within a few weeks, he began to see consistent sales and, for the first time, significant profit. It was a small step, but it represented a major personal victory. With the first success, Lucas realized there was potential for more. He decided to diversify and created an online course on how to start a digital business with low investment, sharing everything he had learned. The idea was risky, as he wasn't sure if anyone would pay for the knowledge he had to offer. But he went ahead, recording videos in his room and promoting the course on social media. Slowly, the enrollments began to grow, and the course became a constant source of income. Now, Lucas was not only paying off his debts, but also starting to build a financial reserve. With his business flourishing, Lucas faced a new challenge: maintaining consistency. He knew that short-term success did not guarantee long-term stability. So he reorganized his routine, setting specific hours to study, create content, and manage his finances. He developed a strict schedule to ensure his productivity remained high while leaving room for rest and personal life. Balancing everything wasn't easy, but the effort paid off. His discipline began to reflect in his results, and he saw steady growth in his finances and follower base. When everything seemed to be going right, Lucas faced an unexpected blow. A major technical issue on his website caused the loss of some of his material and customer information. The situation seemed like a nightmare, and he spent sleepless nights trying to fix the problem and regain the trust of his students. Instead of giving up, he hired specialists to help him solve the technical issues and focused on improving the quality of his content. The crisis, while painful, forced him to rethink his business strategy, and he came out stronger. After recovering from the setback, Lucas decided it was time to take bigger risks. He invested in new tools and technologies, improved his website, and expanded his product line. At the same time, he started networking with other entrepreneurs and industry experts, attending events and participating in online communities. These connections brought him valuable opportunities, including partnerships that further boosted his business. Gradually, Lucas began to experience a financial reality he had never imagined before. He wasn't just out of debt. He was generating a solid monthly income, and his influence continued to grow. With a strong financial base, Lucas decided it was time to diversify his investments. He put part of his profits into the stock market, bought a small rental property, and even started a side project investing in promising startups. Each new investment came with its own challenges and required even more study and preparation. But Lucas, now confident in his abilities, embraced the risks with caution and a sense of curiosity. Each new challenge was a learning opportunity, and he became increasingly skilled at managing his finances and business operations. Lucas reached a point in his journey where financial success was no longer the primary goal. With stability and prosperity achieved, he turned to creating a lasting legacy. The positive impact he had generated was visible in the stories of those he had helped. But Lucas knew there was still much to be done. He decided to invest in bigger, more ambitious projects that could continue to change lives even when he was no longer directly involved. One of these projects was the creation of a foundation dedicated to financial education and entrepreneurship. The foundation offered free courses, educational materials, and mentorships for young people and adults who wanted to learn to manage their finances and start their own businesses. Lucas felt that he was taking a step beyond, going from being just a successful entrepreneur to becoming an agent of change. Over time, the foundation gained notoriety and attracted support from large companies and investors. The work Lucas had started on a small scale now expanded exponentially, reaching thousands of people in different countries. He saw the foundation's name become synonymous with quality and credibility, and the satisfaction of knowing that he was contributing to a fairer and more equal world filled him with pride. More and more, he realized that his purpose went beyond business. It was about empowering people and offering them the same opportunities he once had. Lucas also decided to dedicate more time to personal projects. He started writing a book about his journey, not as a biography, but as a practical guide for anyone wanting to follow a similar path. The book mixed direct advice, lessons learned, and moments of personal reflection. It was a project he took seriously, knowing that every word needed to be true and resonate with those seeking guidance. The writing process was intense and revealing, and Lucas discovered aspects of himself that he hadn't yet explored. The book became a bestseller, reaffirming his position as a reference figure in the market. With everything he had achieved, Lucas found time to reconnect with family and friends. He realized that over the years of intense dedication to business, some relationships had taken a back seat. Now, he allowed himself to enjoy simple moments, like dinners with friends or weekends with family. These breaks were comforting and helped keep him grounded. He also dedicated time to leisure travel and adventures he had always dreamed of, exploring different cultures and gathering experiences beyond the business world. The continuous success of the foundation and the book's relevance attracted media interest. Lucas was invited for interviews on major television channels, participated in debates on entrepreneurship and finance, and became a reference when it came to life transformation. He seized every opportunity to emphasize the importance of knowledge and perseverance. His message was always clear: anyone, no matter where they come from, can achieve success if they are willing to learn, adapt, and not give up in the face of obstacles. In one of the most emotional moments of this story, Lucas returned to the library where he had found the book that changed his life years ago. He decided to make a significant donation to the library, creating a special section dedicated to books on entrepreneurship, finance, and personal development. He also donated several copies of his own book, hoping that someone, like him in the past, would find the inspiration needed to begin a new journey there. This symbolic gesture was a tribute to the starting point of his story and a reminder that knowledge had always been the foundation of all his achievements. The story ends with Lucas looking to the horizon, aware that his journey will never have a definitive end. Every achievement is just the beginning of a new phase. Every challenge overcome opens doors to new opportunities. He does not have all the answers and knows he will still make mistakes, but he also knows that he has the ability to learn and adapt to any situation. His life is now a testament to the power of determination and the human capacity to overcome adversity. And above all, he understands that the true meaning of wealth lies in what we can do for others.